So, good morning, my dear student. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Today, we are going to read the last chapter of your science, that is air. So, in my SST chapter, landforms, I have told you about atmosphere. Okay. What is atmosphere? Atmosphere means thick blanket of air around the earth. I have already told you about atmosphere, the domain of air or the thick blanket of air around the earth is called atmosphere, and without this atmosphere we cannot live, because this atmosphere has oxygen and we need oxygen for breathing. These are the basic things we know, but now we will learn about these all things detail. So basically, if we will consider our earth atmosphere, the atmosphere has different types of air in different types of proportion. See, I have done a pie chart for you. Okay, if you will say me to increase this. Okay, we have increased the size of this pie chart. So if you say about this, you see 79% of the earth atmosphere is containing nitrogen. Okay, so nitrogen is the gas which is present in most top part of the air. सबसे ज्यादा कौन सा एयर मिलता है एटमॉस्फेयर में? नाइट्रोजन. ओके, we also say N2 nitrogen, we also say N2. And oxygen, the second most air present is oxygen, about 1/5. You say 1/5 of the air, 1/5 or 20% is oxygen, and 1% is carbon dioxide. So small amount, 1% is other gases. Among this, very small amount is your carbon dioxide. Okay, very small amount is your CO2. Very small amount is your carbon dioxide, and also the air also contains water vapor, dust and smoke. Okay, water vapor, dust and smoke. You see 1% is other gases. What is this other gases? Water vapor, dust and smoke. So if I will write nitrogen, nitrogen is 79%. You can write this one. Oxygen 20%, 1/5 means 20%, and other gases 1%. Other gases 1%. What all comes in these other gases? Sorry. What all comes in these other gases? Water vapor, dust, smoke, and carbon dioxide. Okay. These other gases, these are present in the air. Okay. This one you have to remember. And this also comes, this 20%, you have to remember it is 1/5. 1/5. And you will get also a question that which air makes most part of the nitrogen. Nitrogen is the most abundant air present in our atmosphere. Okay, so let's move to the next part. You only write this much. This pie chart may be present in your book. Okay. Okay, so you see, now we will learn humidity. Okay, now we are going to learn humidity. So my dear children, if you will fill a glass with cold water, you may see small droplets outside. Okay, I must know you have seen, or if you see a cold day, if you see a glass window in a cold day or a rainy day, if you see a glass window, you can see these small droplets. These all are the water vapor. Okay, and what is humidity? The amount of water vapor in air. The amount of water vapor present in air is called humidity. So Now you will always get a question. You will get a question. Chennai and Delhi. Chennai and Delhi. Okay. These two places, if you will consider Chennai and Delhi. So you know, children, I have already taught you India. Chennai is situated in sea coast and Delhi is not present in sea coast. Delhi is present interior. Okay, in the central part of India. Delhi is away from the sea coast. Okay, this is near the sea. So as Chennai is near the sea, Chennai sea के पास है मतलब his humidity is more, here humidity is more and his humidity is less. Okay, so what you understood? The place present near the sea has more humidity. So I have given see up arrow, more humidity. And the place situated away from the sea has less humidity. Okay, so that's what you can understand. If you will get Visakhapatnam, Puri, all the things, they have more humidity in Delhi, Indore, and Mumbai have more humidity than Delhi. Okay, Indore, they have less humidity because they're away from the sea. Okay, so this much is of humidity. Now properties of air. Okay, so one by one we will discuss all the properties of air. First property is air has no color. Air has no color. You know, children, if you see here, you see here in this picture, can you see air? Can you say air is there? No. You can only feel. How you can feel? You can feel by the movement of the small plants. Okay. Because we cannot see air. Air has no color. Okay. The second property I have given here is air does not have definite shape or volume. एयर डज नॉट हैव डेफिनेट शेप और वॉल्यूम. हाउ? एयर का कुछ अपना शेप नहीं होता है. इफ यू विल कंसिडर इन दिस केस ऑफ balloon, if we will consider this balloon, you see this balloon, so when we put air into this balloon, it glows up. वो पूरा फूल जाता है. क्यों वो फूल जाता है? Because we are putting air into this balloon, so it has no definite shape. If we will put air in this balloon, it will pop up. We will put air into anything, it will take shape of that. Okay, and when we pinch it, when we pinch this, the air comes out and the balloon gets its original shape. Means the air leaves the balloon and has no definite shape or volume. Means air का अपना खुद shape नहीं होता है. What it is there in the balloon is the air. It is tied here. You see, air cannot go out. But when we pinch it, all air goes out and the balloon comes down like this. So from this we can understand that air does not have shape or volume. Okay, air takes the shape volume of the balloon or anything else. Next thing what we will read, next properties. Next property, the property number 3 is air occupies space. Air occupies space. The third property, if you will see, it is based upon this diagram. Okay. So what is there? You have to crush some cotton wool, and keep it in the bottom of the empty glass. Okay. After you keep it in the bottom of the empty glass, you have to put it into a this large tub or large beaker or large tub. Invert that glass. उस glass को उल्टा कर उसमें डुबो देना है. तो see, you can see here small air vessels, air bubbles. So from this we can prove that air occupies space. Okay, see, air is occupying some space. That's why small bubble is seen here. Then the fourth point, fourth point is air has weight, the last property. Okay, see, Here I have put two balloon. I have used here two balloon. You see this in this balloon there is no air, and this balloon there is full of air. So this balloon is of more weight. इसका वजन ज्यादा है. So by this we can prove that air has weight. Okay, you have just remember these small points. Okay, air has weight. Okay. See, because in this balloon there is no air, and this balloon air is there, so it is inflated and it has more weight. Now we will learn uses of air. So first use of air is burning. You know, my dear children, without your oxygen or without your air, if I will say, और specific अगर हम oxygen की बात करें तो without oxygen burning cannot take place. So for your burning, oxygen is very much required. So see क्या होता है कि यहाँ we are burning a candle. Then after some time, if you will put a glass jar or a glass tumbler to it, the candle stops burning. Why this candle stops burning? Because there is no air inside this. This proves that air is needed for burning. Now, in this you have to take care what is used and what is given out. So used is oxygen, you just write, and given out is carbon dioxide. Okay, carbon dioxide. We use oxygen and give out carbon dioxide during burning. Okay, that one you take care. This candle experiment also diagram may come in your exam. Now, my dear children, we will learn about breathing. So all the humans breathe. So what happens in the process of breathing? I have drawn a very big picture. If I will do this picture big, then you can understand. See, in this what happens? Breathing, there is two process: inhale and exhale. Okay, breathing in is called inhale and breathing out is called exhale. Okay, the air we breathe in is called inhale. Okay, inhale and exhale. Okay, so which air is used here? Which air is used? Oxygen. And which air is given out? Carbon dioxide. Oxygen goes in, you see, inhale. Carbon dioxide comes out. Exhale. So this one also have to remember. This which air comes, which air goes. This comes. So again, if I will write, used is oxygen and given out is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Okay, this one is the air that is given out and that is used. So here you remember this carbon dioxide is a waste product. Okay, this carbon dioxide is a waste. Okay, our body waste. I have already taught you in chapter extraction. You can see there also. So you have to do the next part, that is photosynthesis. So I have already taught you photosynthesis in detail, but here you have to only understand which air is given out and which air is used. So in photosynthesis, if I will brief it, light falls on the leaf, leaf prepare food, and by using water from the soil, carbon dioxide from the air, and light from the sun, energy from the sun. So, and it gives out food as carbohydrate or glucose, and also gives out oxygen as a byproduct, which is used by the humans. This oxygen is used by the humans. Okay. Photosynthesis I have already taught you in detail. You can move to the playlist to see the video. So you have to just see that which air is used here. Which air is used here? Carbon dioxide is used. You see, in burning or in breathing, we say what? Oxygen is used, carbon dioxide is given out. But here just the ulta one or the reverse one. Oxygen is given out. This diagram, if you will also remember, you can see, my dear children. Just you remember this much. See, carbon dioxide we are giving in this direction. and from this oxygen comes out. This much also, if you remember, it will be better for you. Okay. Okay, so you can take the screenshots and stop the video to write it, not as much required. So oxygen and carbon dioxide in air. Okay, so oxygen and carbon dioxide, how this cycle moves, you see how this cycle moves. You can see from here this picture. No need to draw this, just you see how this cycle moves. See, carbon dioxide is given out by us. Plant uses this carbon dioxide and gives us oxygen. This is the cycle from which occurs. From this burning also carbon dioxide goes. Okay, from breathing also and from burning. You don't focus on the down part. Okay, from this burning also carbon dioxide goes to the plant, and they all uses that and gives us oxygen as a byproduct. So for this carbon dioxide and oxygen, what are the three processes required? Burning, breathing, and photosynthesis. These are the three processes which ensures the presence of carbon dioxide and oxygen in air remains same. Okay, the amount of carbon dioxide in and oxygen does not increase or decrease. So maintain the balance in the environment. Okay, now I will just brief out about air pollution. I've already taught you in the chapter pollution, but just I will brief it out in short points so that it will be clear for you. Okay. So what is air pollution? I have already told you. So what are the air pollutants? What are the air pollutants? You can write it as smoke, dust particles, okay, and germs. Okay, germs are also air pollutants. So what are the effects of air pollution? These are the air pollutants. Just I will brief it. As I have already taught this you, I will just brief it. Effects of air pollution is respiratory diseases. Respiratory diseases like asthma. Like asthma. Okay. So how we will reduce air pollution? How to reduce air pollution? Plant more trees. Plant more trees, reuse and recycle waste. Some points may come in your exam, so you write it. Okay. Use bicycle and public transport. These all things I've already taught you. You can move to the video section and see it. So for today, this much, my dear student. We will meet in the next class with a new topic. Till then, thank you. Bye bye and take care. Like and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned to get the next videos.